Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of MidPoint, where we talk about spirituality, self-development, Reiki, chakras, and a few life lessons that I've learned. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode with MidPoint. I'm your girl, Dailande, and in this video, we're going to be talking about embracing your mistakes. Welcome back to all of my phoenixes. If you guys are brand new, thank you guys for taking the time out to watch this video. Okay, in this video I really wanted to talk about embracing mistakes, because that's something that has definitely helped me from high school on to adult life. Okay, whenever we hear mistakes, I think we cringe at not doing things right. We cringe at stuttering or not saying certain things. Like, you know, one of the top fears is fear of speaking. We cringe at, you know, just looking like a mess. But one thing that I've definitely learned about embracing mistakes is that there's some perks to it. Yes. I mean, let's be honest. There aren't that many people that's going around saying, cheers to my mistakes. Yeah. Yeah. No, not really. However, it is very important to understand why you need to embrace these mistakes. Now, whenever you make a mistake, I don't ever really want you to feel so hard on yourself. And this is something that I could attest to. I'm usually hard on myself. I'm harder on myself than others can be. I always used to say, if somebody want to talk shit about me or somebody wants to kind of like put me down in any way, they really can't, because I do it to myself worse than anyone else can. That's one thing I can say about myself. Like I like, no one sets the bar more than that, right? We are our worst critics. So no one is really going to make me feel worse than I can make me feel myself. Luckily, I've learned the power of positive self-talk, affirmations and manifestations, and law of mentalism, and all of these occult teachings, because it actually helps me to evolve and become a lot stronger and better into myself as an individual and in my spirituality. All right. So one of the great things about embracing your mistakes is that it really helps you emotionally, because one thing about making the mistakes, don't nobody want to make them again. Okay. However, it's funny when you see a lot of millionaires and you hear about their stories, you see a lot of successful people, whatever they define as success to them, all of them kind of have a similar background where it's like, you know, it's not that they embraced their mistakes, but they were willing to make mistakes, right? They were willing to fall and get back up. And that's something I definitely see in myself with relationships, and even with creating a certain type of like ideology when it comes to my brand and what I want to put out there. I always want to keep trying, because I'm gonna make it one day. I will. And you know what, even if I don't, I'm still happy. At least I still get to share my message. So it's really truly important for you to understand that, because now when you start to embrace yourself and embrace your mistakes, you really start to give yourself an opportunity to make choices again. One thing that I realized in myself, and I think other people could agree, is that whenever it's hard for you to really just, you know, pat yourself on the shoulder and be like, it's okay, you're gonna be fine, you know, kind of give you like that pep talk and let you know that, hey, it's okay, embrace your mistakes. When you start to do that, you realize you are more willing to make other choices. Because one thing about being afraid to embrace any type of mistakes that you made or wrong choices or whatever, is that it really leaves like a little negative aspect in your mind that, you know, you're kind of fearful of making choices again. You're kind of fearful of deciding or moving forward. And it's really because it kind of left a negative, you know, stain on you energetically and emotionally, where it really hits your self-esteem and your confidence. So like, talk about sacral chakra shot, solar plexus chakra shot, you know, and you really want to be able to empower yourself to keep making mistakes and also embracing them. One of the great things that it benefits by doing that is that it really helps to boost your self-esteem, the opposite of what that does, right? When you embrace it, you boost your self-esteem, you boost your self-confidence, and you're like, you know what, I make mistakes, you fall and you learn, right? And that really helps you to create a healthier chakra energy system within your body, within your emotions, within yourself energetically. All right. The second thing that it really helps with is that you are now more open to receive different opportunities and different ideas, because whenever it comes down to really embracing your mistakes and forgiving yourself, you have to open up your heart chakra energy right here. Okay, talk about being able to be compassionate not only towards other people but yourself, right? So you get to open up your heart, and we all know when you open up your heart, the more money you get and the more happy you are, right? Is that how it works? Sort of. No, let me find another way. When you open up your heart, the more heart you have, the more paper you get. Huh? Well, that doesn't really rhyme, but you understand. Right? The heart is really associated with being compassionate, with being giving and loving and being able to receive, but it is also associated with your money. That's why whenever you see people that are very wealthy, they're also very compassionate and very loving. Not all, okay? But if you really look at an individual energetically, you can really see the correlation between the two. So being able to embrace your mistakes not only helps boost your self-esteem and your confidence as you're traveling up the chakra system, you're also opening up your heart. You're opening up your ability to forgive yourself and realizing, listen, I'm in no competition with anybody else. I'm in no race with anybody else. It's just straight up me, and I get to try again. Now, as long as you can get out of your head, I really don't think you should do that. What if you make a mistake again? What is everyone else going to say? These are the thoughts you do not want to have. Instead, you want to replace them with positive mindset. You know, things like everything always works out for me. I embrace these mistakes because it's actually helping me to make wiser decisions. I embrace these mistakes because I've learned what not to do. You know, positive affirmations, positive self-talk. After all, your body and your cells down to the atom level is actually listening to you. And whatever they hear, whatever they consume, it's going to show up in your body as a disease, probably. Usually, it'll make you sick, okay? And we don't want that. So another great reason why you should embrace your mistakes, you become more powerful. You really become more powerful because, again, when you're no longer in a race with anyone else, now your brain actually want to try to figure out other ways of doing things. You actually want to try different opportunities, different avenues. You want to switch it up. And that's what you want, because one thing we know is that energy is not stagnant. Water is not stagnant. Water always have to constantly flow for it to be healthy, right? For it to be very vibrant. However, if it gets stuck at a tree, or if it gets stuck somewhere where now it has no type of flowing ability, it can't flow outside of the creek or anywhere, it becomes muddy, it becomes stuck, it becomes dead. All right, so if you're not moving, you're literally dead. If you're not moving and you're staying stagnant, you're gonna die. Okay, and this is not to say it literally, this is just more energetically. So if you make a mistake, it's okay. You don't want to get stuck there. You don't want to stay there. It's okay to take a while and understand what happened, but it's not okay to stay there. You definitely want to move forward. As long as we keep moving and we keep trying, we get to keep growing and evolving. Again, you're not in a race with nobody, and can't nobody say anything to you, because you're living this life. You're creating your life, and you deserve a life of abundance. You deserve a life of love. You deserve a life of everything that you desire, everything that you want to truly experience. And you don't want to be the one at the end of it all holding yourself back. Okay, so I hope this brought a little bit of information. So that's my kind of intake on embracing a lot of the mistakes that we've made. This is some things that I had to do for myself. It's been challenging because, you know, there's a stigma that comes along with making mistakes. People don't trust you. People don't have confidence in you. People don't believe in you. But it's all good, because the only thing that matters is that you need to believe in you, right? You need to have confidence in you. And the way that you do that is that you get to keep going. I don't know how many times I've heard stories of people doing this and doing that and falling flat on their face. They became homeless. They're in the street. They lived in the car for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 6 months. And next thing you know, now they're all millionaires. I've watched, I don't know how many YouTube videos of millionaires that you may not know of that are actually doing very well. But before that, they possibly fell down on their ass from making so many mistakes. But really, they were just lessons. An L doesn't mean you lost. An L actually mean you gain, and you gained a lesson. All right? Positive mindset. Like the video, subscribe down below. If you guys are interested in more information about me, visit the website. All the information is in the description box. Other than that, thank you for your attention. Thank you for your love. I'll see you guys in the next video. So what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Today's Wellness with MidPoint. I gotta figure out, how do I do that? So that was no. You're also opening up your heart. Ow.